Good afternoon.
Antonio, good afternoon. Have you any fresh injury concerns for the Chelsea game, and have you any of your missing players returning?
No, fresh players injured not, but we didn't recover the players that are injured.
So Eric Dier is still missing, just to clarify?
Yeah, but I don't want to speak about the name, but we have a couple of situations, a couple of injuries that I think they are very very close to start to play again. But at the same time, I think that it's better don't take stupid risk and for the game of tomorrow, because we risk to lose these players for a long time. And in this case, I think it's important to give the right time to recover. And for this reason, tomorrow, and we didn't recover any players compared the last game.
What have you said to Tanguy Ndombele after the reaction he received on Sunday, and how big a challenge will it be for you to help him feel part of this team and get the best out of him if he does stay at Tottenham this month?
But honestly, I think that it's not right to speak about this type of situation, because I think that everyone is owner of his gesture. You understand? And I don't want to speak about this situation.
And we are in the middle of a transfer window. Are you any closer to getting what you want this month?
But what I want, and I spoke with the club, and I had my thoughts about the situation, and I think this is the most important thing. Then the club has to decide the best way to go, and I don't have expectations, and I'm a coach, and I know that we have to solve many problems, and for me, in this moment, the best possible way is to try to get out the best of my players and to improve the squad. I think that now, in this moment, this is the only way that I can go to try to improve the situation, to try to improve the squad. And then the club know very well our situation, and he has to take the best decision.
Thanks, Paul. James Savindra, please.
Hi, Antonio. I know you don't want to speak about Tanguy's gesture in particular, but was it disappointing to see that from a player, that body language, so early into your tenure here at Spurs?
But, and I repeat, and I don't like to speak about a player in front of media, because I think this is not fair. And if I have to tell him something or to do something on him, and I'll do this in a private way, and not in front of media. I think this is not right.
And also from me, there's less than 3 weeks left of the transfer window. Are you expecting there to be a lot of money spent by clubs this January, or do you think some clubs are still coping with COVID and the money lost through that?
Honestly, I don't know, because I don't know what happened. And for sure, after 2 months, I spoke and I said to the club, which is my vision, what I have found here. And for me, this is the most important thing, because after this, the club has to decide the best way that the club wants to go. And for me, the most important thing is to speak with the club. Now I did this, and now the club has to decide what we have to do. And as I said to you before, I have only one way, because I'm a coach and I teach football. And my way in this moment is only to continue to work with my players, to improve my players, to improve the level of the squad. And then we'll see. We'll see if the decision of the club, if we want to improve in other aspects or not, if there is the possibility or not. If I think that for me to be honest, to be honest, it's the right way with the club, about my vision, about my expectation, about what I have found, and the way that we can improve.
Thanks, James. George Cummins, please.
Thanks, Anthony. Antonio, have you told Daniel Levy and Fabio Paratici the players you want? Have you sent them your list of the players that you need and you want in this window?
But first of all, we have spoken about the situation, no? And it was a good meeting, because the owner and Paratici, they started together, no? This season from the start, and I arrived in the middle of the season, and for sure they know the situation much better than me. A good meeting, and to speak and to tell them my thoughts about the after two months I spent in Tottenham, and then it's okay, and I repeat, and I can give a lot of work to the club that I worked in the past, and now I'm working in the present. I can give this, and then other decisions are for the club, not for me, because the last word is always for the club.
Can I just ask you one about the game? Do you consider that it's going to be very tough to make the final of the competition tomorrow? You probably need an early goal. How hard is it going to be to knock Chelsea out tomorrow?
But it's hard. It's hard because we know very well that we are facing against a really top team that last season they won the Champions League, and in the summer they invested much money to improve the squad, and in this moment we are playing against the best in Europe, and for sure when you play against this type of team, it's hard. But at the same time, I think that despite our problems and with the injuries, and we have to try to give everything tomorrow, and to show great desire, great will to fight, a great personality to play against this type of team, and to show also that compared the first game, and we can improve and try to fight tomorrow in a best way compared the first game.
Okay, time for two more in this section, so go Alistair Golden and Jonathan Veal.
Hi there, Antonio. Just wanted to ask you about Steven Bergwijn. You previously said that you felt he could be a striker when you needed Harry Kane to have a rest. There's been interest in him. It sounds like there's been a bid made from Ajax for him. Would you be happy to let Steven Bergwijn go without having another striker at the club?
But honestly, and Bergwijn and he knows very well what I think about him, and I consider him a player that can play in all the three roles, as number 9 and as a number 10. And for sure, in my period, in Tottenham, and he was injured. He was injured for a long time. But I showed him that when he is in a good physical condition, I gave him the chance, and to show that he's a good player. And for sure, Bergwijn is a player, is a Tottenham player, and is very close to come back. I think that after the game against Chelsea, he can start to join session with us, and I count about him, and also because he's a player with different characteristics than Sonny, than Lucas, and then Harry, because he's very good in 1v1, and he's a creative player, and he's a player that we don't have in our squad.
And can I just ask, on Sonny, have you had any update from the doctors and the physios when you might be able to get him back?
The update about Sonny, that for sure we have to wait after the international break. Yeah, and it was a muscular problem, and I repeat, it was strange because he came off during the game, and no problem, but then the day after he felt a bit of pain, and he was injured, and it's a pity because you know very well the importance of this player for us, and yeah.
Thanks, Ali. Final one in this section, Jonathan Veal, please.
Hi, Antonio. I'm just checking how long until Christian Romero is available to play again.
We are talking about another player that is very close to come back, and today Christian had a little part of a training session with us, and he's very close. He's very close to come back, and we are talking about another important player for us, and we lost him for almost 2 months. And I think we faced this situation in the best possible way, because Christian for sure is an important player for us, and despite this, and the players that played, and they showed to be good, no, and they improved, and for example Sanchez is improving a lot, and yeah, but now he's very close to come back and to be available.
The Argentina squad is named for international break the weekend. Do you have any concerns whether he was named in the Argentina squad?
Our first target now is to try to bring him in a good physical condition, to be fit for us. I think that I hope to have him very soon, because we need, and also when you lose together and Christian and also Eric Dier, I think that is not a simple situation for us, and I hope to come back very soon, and then we'll see what happens during the international break. I think this is a secondary problem for us.